So we're here, we're in it, and trust me, I wanted to show you all what the place is like in daylight. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and this, let's move that back. This, no, you don't want to see it like that, do you? That's better. This place is already dark. This is a thin part of the woods in here as well. Look at it over there. So yeah, why are we here? Why are we at this place? Because during the 90s, there'll be links to this video that I'm going to talk about. During the 90s, there's a young girl who'd been out clubbing, and she and her mates decided they would have a bit more of a party, and they went up to a place called Rivington Pike, which is walking distance that way.
Woman breaks her ankle running away from the bear man of Rivington Pike, 1990. I am making this report on behalf of my friend. Myself and my friend Sally have been close, and I've known her for about 25 years now. We crossed paths after a few years apart in 2018. We started going out as you do sometime. We'd just been for a meal in Manchester city centre, and I was driving, and Sally said her ankle was hurting her a lot. After she was okay, and she told me she'd broken her ankle years before, and it was quite a bad break, and she was laid up on crutches for a few months after the accident. But then she went on to say her ankle had been weak anyway from an accident she'd had years ago, and then went on to tell me how it happened in the first place. During the mid-90s, Sally and a few friends had been out clubbing, and they decided to go up to Rivington Pike. They went to the Chinese Gardens area, around the back where the two car parks are situated. After walking up the track to the top, they met up with some of the mates and had a bit of a party, a few drinks, and someone made a little fire. Anyway, there were around 6 to 8 of them in all, a couple of cars full of people at most, but not private by any means, and Sally decided she needed to go for a wee. Sally walked off to a decent spot away from everyone. She said she then noticed movement about 20 to 30 yards away from her. There was something looking at her from within the thick bushes. It took Sally a few moments for her eyes to adjust. From what she told me, she said what she saw was huge. The head was big, but the body on this thing was massive. I asked her what it looked like, and she said she saw it for around 10 to 15 seconds in all, and what she could make out, it looked like a cross between a man and a bear. Sally went on to describe it as having a sort of body a huge hairy man would have, but the head was that of a bear. The head was covered all over in hair, she said, everywhere. At this point, she turned to run, and as she did so, she turned and twisted her ankle badly and let out a scream of pain and fell to the floor. One of our other friends, Brian, ran over and picked her up, and she was crying and in lots of pain, so they carried her back down the hills and took her to the hospital. She sprained her ankle badly and tore some ligaments, and ever since then, her ankle's been weak, so all these years later, it snapped when she broke it dancing. Sally said she'd never told anyone what she saw that night, in case they took the mickey or thought that she was crazy in some way, but I knew you'd understand, Debs.
Now, this girl not being into cryptids and things like that, she's probably never seen a werewolf, didn't know what a dogman was. You would say a bear, wouldn't you? You'd say it looks like a bear, because description of a werewolf or a dogman does look like a bear. So there's been a report, 2 guys were out shooting rabbits, lamping for rabbits, and one of them nearly fell over the carcass of a sheep. Now this sheep had no head, and it was ripped down the rib cage in half, and it was still steaming. It was that fresh of a kill. Whilst they're talking to each other like, you know, what could have done this? Before you know it, there's an almighty growl, which, as you can imagine, scared them to death. This, I don't know if I told you, but this was on Winter Hill, which is walking distance as well. But they tried to get back, well, they headed back to the car, and all the time they were trying to get back to the car, they were circled by this animal, and it was still growling at them and basically scared the poor guys to death. So there's going to be a link in the description again to their interview that they give about what happened, and the lads, as you watch it, you can see, you know, it really shook them up. So this is one of the closest woodlands to where everything has been going on. People have talked about things in here, and it's not very far. I think it was episode 2 where me and Spiro was on a river looking for, there was a concrete pipe, we were told, and we never found it. But this more or less backs onto that river. And anyway, there's enough of me waffling. So you've got an idea of what this place looks like in the daylight. And we'll get to camp. We made a bit of a camp, and I'll show you in a minute. It's dark, and there's camp, all made. So I'll just have a quick chat with the boys, what we're going to do, where we're going to go, and I think we've got about another 10 minutes before it gets absolutely pitch black. So probably have a bit of a coffee or something like that, and then we'll be on our way. I'll show you the chaps and the camp. Say hello, chaps.
Hello.
That's Sean, that. You've never seen Sean. You know who he is, though.
No.
But anyway, we're just going to give it another 10 minutes. Then.
Well, thinking I come out with a powerful torch. I'm in shame.
That one looks well weird, doesn't it, with that little hole in it? Is there writing on it? Could be. Weird. Proper weird.
Lonely.
Have a see where we've got to.
It's a rain all day tomorrow.
Tell you, we've gone a fair way.
Hey?
We've gone a fair way. That's where camp is. Right. Just hope for this trail's going to turn right. Because we're on the edge at Moors now.
Okay.
You're there. There's the Moors. All about us at Moors. Like we say.
Hey?
Perfect American Werewolf setting, in it. Take him anywhere, can you?
Hey, look, there's some lights over there. See him?
Yeah?
I bet it's fucking gamekeepers there.
No, it's not.
Hey, what is it? I bet it's a club bike up there.
Where did it go? Oh, high off ground were it?
Yeah, up there on hill. Hey?
I just saw it for a split second,
Yeah,
yeah.
just probably turn the light off. Probably turn the light off. If they think we're bloody lamping, you know.
We're not doing anything wrong, aren't we? So let's carry on.
Hey?
We're not doing anything wrong.
Did your GPS pick up camp?
Yeah, there's shitloads of UFO sightings around here as well.
Not tonight with the fucking cloud coverage. No, we're not doing anything wrong. It's a public.
That light weren't there before, were it?
Where?
Yeah. No. Was it? Was it? I'll check back. So, as you can see, that's from about 20 seconds ago. Just after we see the light and we're wondering what's going on. Now, I spot another light, so we turn around and look at it again, thinking it's been there all the time, when it hasn't. It's been on, gone out. We've got mixed up and looked at it again. So, I can't really tell if it's in the exact same place. But anyway, it had us scratching our heads. Yeah, it's camp. It's all on the map. It's all squiggly wiggly. You know, we've been walking around camp.
Yeah. I've got fucking predator Steve stuck in my head.
Now you're all probably thinking, oh, you're being way too noisy to see anything in here, but if you just act normal, there we go, eye shine. You see it?
What?
Eye shine. And here,
What?
eye shine.
Looking back at us. Where? Where? Oh, it's through there.
Through there.
Yeah.
Get your torch on it.
Yeah.
Where I'm pointing.
Eyes shining back.
Yeah. Is it by magic? So, as I was just saying, if you just act normal, things come and have a nosy. Sean, that must be the lake you was on about.
Oh yeah. It might be a duck pond, right?
We've brought Sean because he's the local guide. We're not really using him for bait. But then again, Spearhooker can run faster than me, but I think I can run faster than Sean. So, I think it's that way, innit?
So when did you first come up here then?
A couple of weeks back.
Oh, what made you come up here? Without my permission, this is man.
Because it's sightings. People reporting.
Oh.
Hope you can see me. Keep your head on a swivel.
What did they say? Did they come to get anything?
Where's my readers? There they are. Yeah.
Oh.
We go south from here now. We'll go head straight back to the
Campsite.
yeah.
Oh,
There's camp. We've come up all around here. So
can't see you on Wednesday. Oh, what for? Oh, yeah. No. Right. Yeah, right, okay. Right, right.
Why is it saying south that way? This is what
Fucks up with you.
this is what happened last time in here, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I think it must be the trees. It might be on a ley line.
There is a ley line here.
Ley line? How do you know that?
Because it's written down in ancient history, lad. So that's saying north, innit?
That is.
We want to head south, but watch this. North's there. South. You're saying it's different now. That's right, that's where I reckon it is, that way.
What?
South.
Yeah, it will be, yeah. I reckon it is as well.
Then that'll take us straight down onto...
We'll go on down here.
Yeah, we'll go through the middle.
Look to...
Did you hear that then?
I fucking...
What was it? It sounded like an owl. As a ow. So I'm just going to rerun that. Let's have a listen to it again. There's something howling, and I'm sure I can hear words as well. Something's being spoke, but the howl, you can definitely hear the howl. Have a listen, see what you think.
Look to... Look to...
Did you?
Look to... Look to...
Did you? Interference. God, it's dark in here, isn't it? We'll have to be right on top of that, on top of camp to see that light. We'll have to be right on top of camp to see that light I left on. Ah, look what we found. Yeah, the altar. There's the light. There it is. Can you see it? Yeah. It was an altar. It wasn't an altar.
It's a well.
Oh fuck. Not getting down there.
Fuck this.
It's only there.
Yeah.
We just want to see light wherever it's shining through.
Well, we'll have to go back, won't we?
We'll go have. Whoa! What's that?
Down here, there could be a bridge.
Yeah. Where's speed got? Oh, it's there. Let's go down a bit this way. You've got to do a bit. Match made in heaven. We left a light on the camp, then we can find it. so dense in here that you have to be right on top of it. See anything